So this is my bronzy little makeup look that I filmed, and I'm honestly, I'm not saying the O word. I know we're tired of it. I don't want to hear another influencer say obsessed. I'm gonna beat her with the cricket bat. So when I go out with this makeup look, people come to me to say I'm the greatest, most amazing, humble, generous daughter they've ever seen. Mom, are you watching this? Just so you know, I feel so sultry and summery and tan and like sexy in this makeup look, and it's just so bronzy, which I used to do back in the day, by the way. And I don't know what came into me. I know what came into me, guys. My favorite deep tan, if you know, you know. That was like my firstborn child. I think she turned 18 and then she left me and I'm home alone. That's what it feels like. I was obsessed I had this bronzer all over my face. It's all I ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I want to show you guys how to create this like bronzy goddess, like glowy summer makeup look. Today I want to do a little get ready with me where I just give you guys little life updates. That's, you know, I think long overdue, and I want to share some embarrassing story times that went viral on TikTok, and I'm like, some stories I keep for 8 months, you know, and after like 5,000 showers I'm like, you know what, I'm actually ready to share this story. So I have so many things and tea that I want to spill, but before we begin, today's video is in partnership with Linjer. So Linjer means simple and minimal designs. Linjer believes that everyone should be able to invest in high quality products without overpaying for a brand name or logo. Linjer sells directly to customers online, cutting out unnecessary costs and crazy markups that make traditional luxury products extraordinarily unaffordable. As a result, they're able to keep the costs very low, and their jewelry sells for around half of the typical retail price for the same luxury level quality. So this is the Marquise ring called Adelaide. It's a size 5 and it's gold vermeil. Linjer fights against fast fashion so they can make products that last. Linjer's gold vermeil pieces have a sterling silver base. Each piece is plated with a super thick layer of 22K gold. So this means that a Linjer vermeil piece will outlast a regular gold plated jewelry that you find in the market. So I have the June birthstone huggy earrings in moonstone. It's also gold vermeil. I don't like heavy jewelry, so I love Linjer because they're so dainty and they just look so elegant and nice. So my favorite jewelry piece has to be the April birthstone necklace, white topaz, and it's also gold vermeil. So they have so many cool birthstone jewelry pieces, so you can buy a stone or give somebody a stone according to like their birth month. Each birthstone has its own unique color and meaning, which is supposed to represent the personality of the corresponding month, making them a sentimental piece to own or gift. And you guys know birthstone jewelry pieces are the best gifts to ever give on birthdays, I think. Sustainability is a core value of their brand. They use recycled products where possible, including 100% recycled gold and silver, and they build their products to last and only use fine metals like solid gold or sterling silver and gold vermeil. No fast fashion brass base here. They use lab-grown diamonds that are guaranteed conflict-free, and they use recycled and sustainable packaging and offsetting carbon emissions for every single shipment. Honestly, the partnership aside, I still wear like their little diamond bracelet. So dainty and cute, and I get so many compliments on the daily, and I love working with Linjer. And if you're interested in like dainty jewelry pieces, you can go on their website www.linjer.co to get a cute little discount and go cop some jewelry pieces. They're so cute and you don't want to miss out. Okay, so let's do my makeup. I remember all the products I use for that look. I have my little makeup basket here. Okay, so my eyebrows are done off camera. Go in with my Lancome Genifique Ultimate serum. I don't usually use serums, but my makeup looked so good that day. I was like, maybe I should. Like, I don't know. But they sent me this. I use just the drugstore stuff and it works out for me. Whoopsie. Anyway, so let's talk about life, you guys. I'm 27. What's happening? I went out with a bunch of 30-year-old men one day, and I was like complaining about, I think 2 shots in. I was like, guys, like what's happening? Like being in your 20s is so weird. Like I've entered that stage where people are changing and evolving, and you can see that on Instagram. I don't want to see that because I'm like a slutty Instagram influencer. I only post a picture of myself when the Photoshop works out and I look skinny and I look the best, and I'm seeing people foreclosures. I'm seeing twin delivery, gender reveal, twin. Like I'm here buying buy one pizza, get another pizza. Oh, but that happened for you in a baby form. I don't know if I should feel sorry for you or happy, but you do you. To me, that's a threat. Anyway, I'm in that stage. Like, you know, people always talk about like, oh my God, I open my Instagram and I see marriages and divorces and kids and buying a house, buying a country, moving land, buying a plane. And I'm like, I know what you're talking about. My Instagram feed is amazing. So Giorgio Armani sent me their foundation, you guys, and let me tell you this foundation is really light. They make you usually pick the colors that you want when they want to send you PR. I messed up, and I swear on the website it looked like it was my shade. It's not. But we're gonna mix it with the Lawless foundation. Forget the filler foundation in the shade 19T. We're gonna mix it up and I'm gonna make it work. But let me tell you a secret. Whenever I ask my influencer friends like, okay, what is the best makeup in the influencer world? Let me tell you a secret. It's Giorgio Armani. Every makeup model, brand person, influencer, somebody who hasn't showered in like a year, I asked them like, what do you think is the best foundation? What's worked out for you? And everyone's like, have you tried this? And I'm like, no, this is $1 billion. But there has to be something to this. This is the foundation that I use that I got so many requests for a tutorial. So it should do something. I'm just gonna apply 1 layer of the Georgia all over. And then I'm gonna go in with my Lawless foundation. Also, if you're new here, you don't know this about me, I always do like my foundation being just like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, because by the end of the tutorial, I do oxidize and my foundation is super orange. So I know how my skin works, so you do you. But personally me, I love when a foundation is a couple shades lighter because it just blends with my skin and I look perfect, you know? So anyway, Georgia Armani is the best thing ever. You need to definitely go get it. It's super light. I don't feel like I have makeup on my face at all. Like, can you see? Like I applied 1 layer and I don't know where the foundation went, but okay. Anyway, anyone tell me what am I supposed to do at 27? Because I'm so content with my life. I love it. I love how it is and how things are going on for me. But I don't think I'm running behind. I don't have that, but I'm kind of like, well, what now? Like, how long does this go for? And I do not want to ever say this to my mom, because she's gonna be like, well, have you thought about kids? No. The only time I've thought about kids is when I'm trying to order kids meal and I lie and I just have a daughter at home and I'm getting it for her, but it's secretly for me. But no, I've never thought about kids. What are you talking about? And the other time I've thought about kids, maybe in an airplane, and how broke I am and I can't afford business class right now, so I'm stuck in economy with 6 crying babies. That's the only time I've thought about kids. I don't know. Let me know if you're 27. What's happening with you? I feel stuck, but I'm like happy, but like what's next? You know what I mean? I always had a milestone in life, like, ooh, I want to do this, I want to buy that, I want to get here. What's next? So next, I'm gonna use my Skin Inc. L'Oreal Concealer. This is in the shade Warm 375. Beautiful, she's great. And then I'm also gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. I'm gonna use a darker concealer for my lid here. That's what I did. So weird, I know. And then I applied lighter concealer under my eyebrow. For some reason, this was so nice. I don't know how I came up with this and why, but it just worked out. I was working with Sally Beauty for a TikTok video and they sent me like bleaching products and hair stuff, and I'm like, they sent me a whole instructions and everything for the email for me to follow to color my hair, like do like balayage pieces. And I was like, do you know who you're talking to? I was on Brad Mondo's YouTube channel. I finally made it. You guys made it happen. I know it's all of you suckers. You tagged him and you forced him to make videos on me. And then he reacted to my video. He updated his thumbnail to my face. You're giving me instructions how to color my hair. Talk to the hand. But anyway, I let that sit, what was happening in my eyes for a bit. Oh, I had to conceal my under eye and everything. But yeah, life is good now. I'm back in LA, as you guys know. I've been here for 3 months, and usually this is a 3-month itch. If you guys, I know there's some crazy ones who are keeping track. You keep track of like my travel itinerary. 3 months. I don't know what it is. Actually, I know what it is. I don't want to talk about it. 3 months, and I'm like, I need change. I need to move. And I will move to something else that I'm familiar with, and then I'll get bored and I'll come back. And that's what I've been doing with Dubai and LA. I always say I get Kristen Stewart, okay, with the whole choosing the wolf or the vampire. I get that girl, okay? Her and me were twins. So I've been very bored and I'm trying to learn to be stable. So the reason people do this a lot, like you know the ones who are like, oh, I travel a lot, I move a lot. They are unstable, sweetie. In the sense that they want something different. They like novelty, and I thrive when I'm in a new environment. So I like to go back and forth because low key, I'm like, oh, I have to go here again. Low key, my therapist is like, you like it. You enjoy this like change and novelty, new environment. It boosts your creativity. That's what it is apparently. So I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I'm not running away to Dubai this time because bitches, it's Halloween, okay? I'm not missing Halloween in America. It's crazy. It's so fun. It's so crazy. It's just like the movies. So I'm not going. Also, I've heard everyone's dying in Dubai because of the heat. So haha, suckers. I feel like my face is a little lighter. We need to go with the bronzer. Actually, it's a toasty makeup, so the bronzer is gonna come and fix it, I promise. Okay, this is the best part about the makeup look. The Rhode Toasted Teddy blush. I got this in Dubai when they just started like launching Rhode stuff, because we didn't get Rhode in Dubai, but we have Rhode in the States here now, and I'm so glad they're launching in Sephora so you can get your hands in this. This is the only product I would recommend if you're a brown girl to go get. All the other blushes will wash you out, in my opinion. It's not my favorite. So this one, she's toasted. So I applied this blush all over my face. I mean all over. Blushes on the forehead, yep. On the nose, on the cheeks, a little bit on the chin, jaw, because you want the toasted to be all over, even around your lips if you can. This is what gave me that bronzy look that everyone's like, oh my god, you look so good. What is it? It's this. She's just the perfect blush. She's kind of like a berry blush, but man, I don't know what it is. It's beautiful. I could just soak myself in this blush. Amazing. Let me talk to you guys about dating. So I am actually seeing somebody, and it's going pretty good if I say so myself. Also, I have a podcast. I talk about like my dating shit all the time there. I go on dates and I come back and I give a little debrief. So if you're ever into that, you should definitely go sub to my podcast, kind of like Carrie Bradshaw does with her writing blog. And it's been so fun. That's the only way I have interest in dating, is like if I get some analysis out of it. But if I'm not doing some PhD research work, I think I'm bored. So I came back and I would be casually dating, meeting people, and it just did not work out. But surprisingly, this boy that I met, wow, like very confused and impressed with how it's been going on so far. And this person has shown me I have been very emotionally unavailable my entire life, that I did not want to. I'm like, no, I'm a lover girl. No, girl is secretly emotionally unavailable to a point. I've been only attracting shitty partners that way. So this is a very eye-opening relationship. Like, you know, you grow in your relationship, and I'm like, no, I usually do story times in my relationship. What are you talking about? But no, with this relationship, I'm growing and I'm learning so much about myself that I need to work on, because this person is just like holding the mirror like this and showing me like, hey, so these are all your issues. Like, do you see them? So this is very new for my nervous system, and I'm very, you know, intrigued by this experience. So that's actually going so well, and I cannot continue my dating series because I'm exclusively seeing this person and I love it. I do not have a story time for you on this person because one of you guys were so smart. You guys commented like, Anncy, there's a pattern with you that like if you date shitty, like if you date a man, you have story times for us. Like that's a sign that this is not a good man. Like, you know what I mean? Girl actually pointed it out. She was like, actually, the thing with Anncy is that if she has a story time for us, it's over. Like this man is not it. And I was like, oh my God, that is a pattern with me. I usually have so many story times with a boy that I'm seeing. This one I don't. And that's when I know I'm like, this is a bit scary because story time o'clock and I have nothing to share with my audience because it's actually going so good. I'm like, it's peaceful. So that's that for you. Also, L'Oreal sent me their infallible, I always say this infection, but it's blurfection. I always mess it up and call it infallible blurfection powder. She's a bit translucent and scary, but the secret trick is for this makeup look, you need to take a little powder, right? I want this like bronzy glowiness, so I just put it under my eye here, and do not drag it out to your cheekbones because you miss out on this glow. And I do the same for my forehead here. Leave the shine for above your eyebrows. Like, can you see that? Like the sun just hits all of this. Do not apply the powder here. So just center of forehead to control oil, and a little bit on the chin, but also you need the chin glow. That this is how I think models get the glowy look. They powder their face, but not all of the shiny points, if that makes sense. Also, Armani sent me their luminous silk bronzing powder in 100. Again, my fault. I chose the wrong shade. So I just take my eyeshadow brush and I put this all over my lid, and I apply this all over my lid. So yeah, I have not gone on a date in like 2 months now because I'm seeing this person and it's going so well so far. So don't want to jinx it. So unfortunately, I don't have anything to tell you about my current situation, but you know me. Now I'm able to spill on my old tea, you guys. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So there was this guy that I was seeing and I shared the story time on TikTok and it did numbers, and everyone's like, no one left comments. Everyone like pictures like this. So here we go. I'm seeing this person. You guys, I get invited to PR stuff, you know, and I also apply the bronzer under my lid. So you guys, you know me, and I've been doing YouTube influencing for a while now. So I get invited to these PR events, right? So usually I have friends who like sushi. Then I know I have friends who like Indian food, and I know friends who like fried food. So I save them for these spots. I usually take my mom, my dad, friends, best friends. You guys have seen it in my vlogs. I'm like, let's go eat. And then, you know, it's amazing. We always have so much fun. And you guys, you don't even have to tip at these places. Like, you just have to show up. I don't ask for anything. Just come, show up, eat your food, and then you need to get out. So this was in Dubai when I was seeing this guy. We went to a Michelin star restaurant. I thought it was really nice. And this is a guy that I've been seeing for a while. Like, I've known him. We were friends first. Then I dated him. And then we were dating for a bit. And then it was just very in and out, very situationship vibe. And this was an era in my life where I was open to situationships because I was traveling and I was like, yeah, I'll see him. I don't care. Like, it's nothing serious. Like, it was a situationship from my end because I was the one traveling and he was in that, you know, city. My biggest advice is if you do situationships, the girl has to be in power of it, in control, or you're gonna be the one who's gonna get hurt at the end of the day. Does that make sense? Like, you don't want to date a girl, you don't want to date a guy like me who's traveling between LA and Dubai, because I'm never gonna settle down for you. So keep this in mind. I always tell this to women. I'm so emotionally unavailable. So a situationship to me, it's like a sweet treat. It's perfect, like the perfect amount of sweetness and saltiness that I have. But now I've realized, no, situationships can also mess you up. If you're a part of that, it can still emotionally dysregulate dysregulate you and your nervous system, and that's not good. So do not take my advice on that situationship. Just do not do situationship. I see him more as a friend than like a husband or a boyfriend, and I enjoy this person's company. This is important for the story. I've known him for a while, like almost a year. I invited this guy to this Michelin star restaurant because I thought he was like a cool friend of mine. Like I know he likes the type of food, so I invited him. Biggest mistake ever. And this was free. It wasn't like I'm gonna take care of him and I'm gonna pick him up from the date and pay the bill. It was free. I would have invited one of you. I would have taken a subscriber with me. I don't care. It's a fun time to be had, you know? It was a free thing and he still fucked me over. I invited him to this restaurant, you guys. Super luxurious Dubai restaurant. It's overlooking the water. So nice. And it's just everyone's like in a suit and like it's just so, it's giving rich vibes. Not my vibe. I'm literally giving Instagram whore. But I dressed up so nice. He dressed up so nice. We go to this restaurant. We are greeted at the front. Valet, beautiful. We had some food and food was incredible. And we had a main course served to us. I forget if it was steak or chicken, but I think it's steak because it's been, this story time was a year old that I've been like keeping it up with me. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna get my ass beaten by my friends and you guys. I don't want to see the comments right now. Don't piss me off. I was just like, it's one of the story times I'm like, I don't want to tell my friends. They'll beat me up. It's liability for me to share this information right now. So I was like, okay, so before we continue, I'm gonna use the MAC Studio Fix powder, my ride or die powder. I just always apply this powder at the end of every look just to blend everything out. Can't even continue this. You know, I take a bite or two and I'm like full. So he goes like, oh, can we pack the rest of this for my bros? And you know, I talked about the story in one of my TikTok lives. You need to follow my social media if you haven't. And I was like talking about the story when it freshly happened. And I was like, guys, so this is what happened a lot. And one of the girls like, girl, that's not for his bros. He's taking the steak to go home and eat later at his house. And I'm like, we were eating steak, you guys. It was incredible, soft, juicy. I remember whatever meat it was just so incredible. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. The views are great. We're having some drinks. We're all in a good mood. So can we pack the rest of it so I can have my bros try it? I was like, you can't do that because it's a PR event. It's kind of embarrassing, but okay, if you want to do it, go ahead, do it. There's decorum, you guys. You don't do certain things at a PR event. Like I would never do it because I didn't pay for it. You know, I didn't pay for it. You don't do takeaways when you didn't pay for someone's food. This has happened to me at a birthday party too, when I hosted like a birthday party, whatever, and a guest was like, can I take all of this food if there's leftovers? And I'm like, we all just looked at each other like, is she serious? Because it's not nice. You don't do certain things, you know? If it's a family party, it's different. You don't. So we were like, oh. So anyway, I just was like, mind you, I had a couple of drinks at that point, so I'm not freaking out yet, but the freaking out is coming. It's coming up. Best product for the bronzing toasty look. If you are of my skin tone or a little lighter or a little darker, go get yourself the Juvia's Place Bronzed Bronzy Dark Palette. This color, this color right now. This Chef Kiss, the rosiest toasted. It'll give you that Instagram, Tumblr look that you're looking for, that every girl's like, well, I'm trying to get this look and I'm not getting it. Either you're too muddy, you're too ashy. So we need a very, very big fluffy brush, massive. So that's why she can, you know, distribute this evenly. I go in with this guy first. Where was I? I'm like getting angry at myself. Do you ever get angry at yourself when you share the story time? I'm like, I have to relive this again. And then again, we're talking, we're laughing, having a good time. And then he's like taking pictures of like, this is his phone. He's taking pictures of like this. Like imagine you're having a date with me here and he's taking pictures of like side angle, like not of me, but of like the tablecloth and the balcony and the views and the sun and the moon. And I was like, do you want me to help you? Like, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh, you know, like I'm sending these pictures to my guy friends. They want to use these pictures to make their girlfriends jealous, as in like to show their girlfriends that they're seeing somebody else. You know what? You should really like and subscribe right now. I'll tell you why. I am the best creator ever. I'm giving you the tea that boys use on us. I'm giving you the textbook that boys do purposely to piss us off, to make us jealous. Man, Shah is always right. You really have to act like you do not care. Boys like this. He took pictures of the table that he was having. Like I invited him, but he took these pictures to send it to his guy friends, so his guy friends could post this to make their girlfriend. And I'm sure one of you are dating one of those friends. You don't know. You know, Dubai is a very small city. Everybody knows everybody, and you might be dating this guy or dating his friends and being like, oh my god, Anncy, like I was seeing him yesterday, and then now he's posting a picture with a girl, you know, with the overseas views and the Michelin star. The whole time it's me, bitch, and it was a PR event. None of us were paying for this shit. So beware. Pay attention to these men. And that's why I get mad at pick-me's when they're like, men are not manipulative. Men are so kind and loving and nice. You should be the same. No, men are smart and they know what they're doing. Play them at their own game. So when I heard about this, my eyes literally widened, but I'm such a good actress. Literally, this is me. You know, it's inside I'm internally like screaming. This is really how it is when you're dating me, by the way. You could tell me the most obnoxious stuff and I'm just like, I have such a good facade that you don't know what's happening internally, okay? Internally, I'm like, oh, I'm never seeing you again. I'm never meeting you again, baby. This is the last of it. Like, I had a great time, never seeing you again. See ya. It's a very Aquarius trait. When I'm talking to somebody and I know I need to let this go. The connection needs to be cut. It's over for me. And I know I have the best reputation for like having an array of old friends that I don't talk to. My list of boys that I don't talk talk to anymore. Baby, before fame, it was 30. But if I sit here and I told you word by word what everybody has done for me, you'd be like, actually, we're shocked that Anncy hasn't killed herself. Like, hey, I've always been the same person I am now. That's why I say people don't change. If you're dating an alcoholic, he's not gonna change. So this was playing out in front of me and I was like, oh, I'm never seeing this person again. This cannot be my friend. Still, we're talking, and again, we are a few drinks deep in, 100%. I don't know if it's the drinks that's making him very honest. And I want to let you know, this is not a poor man. He drives a very bougie, like, sports car. Living situation sucks. It does give brokey, but I've never gotten any red flag with him when I've been his friend for a year that he would like use me for stuff, use me for money, use me for fame, use me for whatever. Not wealthy, but he makes his own bread. He has a life where he's working, he's busy. But the mistake was that he was of my age. I think that's where I went wrong. I was like, oh, I should have never done this, because boys my age are not as established as I am and they can be very intimidated by it. You know, this is something I had to learn a long time ago. I have to date 30 and above, 35 and above if I need to, because men like that are not afraid of me. But men in their 20s do not like me because I have a lot of things happening for me. They have very fragile egos. This is what I've learned with my dating. Shout out to my ebook, Things I've Learned Dating. You need to go get it because I have dumped all my influencer tea and other people's lessons, my lessons, all of it in that book. So definitely go read it because I did like a whole PhD analysis in this little ebook of mine. I love doing it though. But anyway, my little trick is I love using a little eyeshadow brush and dipping it into the same powder, and then I pull my hairline up like that. You see that little white line? I don't like this. So I go in with my I go all the way into my hairline. We go down, you guys. Time to pick the car up, both of our cars. And he comes to me closer and he's like, can I tell you a secret? Come closer. So I go a bit closer. He's like, can you keep a secret? Yeah. The story time was kept a secret for almost a year, but sure. And he does this. He's like, I have something to show you. And he's gonna pull something out of his pocket. I swear to God, you guys, it could be a knife. It could be one of those corn stuff that they serve in Indian beaches. A can of Pringles. Old dirty sock that he's made into a puppet. I'll take anything. I swear I will. He pulled out a spoon. Nothing could have prepared me for that. I really thought of selling butter, selling all my goods in Dubai and fleeing to like an island where like the polar bears are. I forget what it is. Is it Arctic? It's Arctic monkeys. Is it Antarctic? Antarctica. You know what I'm saying, bitch. I had to sell all the good stuff that I had, all the materials. Like, it was done. I was done. That, I'm not kidding. That was the day. That was the night that I was like, Anncy, it's done. I will never date men of this caliber ever again. I knew I broke the pattern. I broke the cycle. I broke the whole emotional unavailable situation. It was over. That was the night when I was like, never again. Again, he shows me the spoon, you guys, and I literally, no reaction. I'm like, where's my car? This was me. I was such a good actor. Can I get an award at least? Come on, guys. Like, I need like a VMAs award, a Nobel Prize. I was shocked. And the reason he stole that spoon, it's my favorite part ever, because it's from a designer store. I forget what it is because it's been so long. I think it's like Gucci or it's like Bulgari. It could be like Hermes. I am not well versed with designer stuff at all. Not in dinner silverware. Why would you have to steal it for, like, how expensive is that if you resell it? I'm not sure if he took it as a souvenir to resell it or like what's happening, but yeah, somebody commented on my TikTok video. They were like, Anncy, taking a man out, even if it's a free PR, whatever it might be, whatever excuse you're giving, it's equivalent to a man flying you out. Like, you know, as a girl, like sometimes I've never been flown out, but apparently men go like, oh, come meet me in my city, let me fly you out, right? It's equivalent to that. So don't do that for them, because to them they're thinking, oh my God, she's such a mommy, like she'll take care of me. And I was like, I did not give him that vibe at all. So there's no way he thought of me like, oh, this is a girl that I can use her and abuse her. But that's the vibe that I'm here, like, it's a nice meal, I want to spend time with you, I'm leaving to LA in like a few weeks, let me take you out. And for him it was, let me go and get whatever I can from this meal. So that happened. Yay for me. I love it. I'm sure like that day when I was like, oh, I'm actually done, I'm never ever seeing this bozo again, my ancestors were screaming crying. I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So that was done, you guys. He was the last guy that I dated whose age started with a 2. Honestly, that was the last man I was like, I'm never doing it again. Especially if you're smart, you're educated, you have like big things coming your way. Please do not spend time with young men. They are very, very stupid. Would not recommend. I'm gonna apply some mascara. I have some extensions. I'm gonna apply the Hourglass Unlocked mascara all over my lash extensions because they're kind of falling apart anyway. So I was like, might as well. What else do I want to say? That was the last time, and it took a lot of courage. Anyway, long story short, that was done. I came home. I did the typical avoidant situationship, you know, dance. I'm like distancing myself away from them, and I'm like, I left LA that year, and then we're not really in touch anymore, and I don't talk to him. I don't think he's seen my TikTok video video that went viral, I blocked him everywhere, so I don't know what's going on there. Please guys, learn from my stories and my lessons. Do not do stuff for men. I forget men. Never doing that again. Ever again. I know my ancestors were laughing and clapping upstairs. They were like, thank God the bitch finally picked up on it and she's not gonna continue the cycle. I'm gonna be no one's mom. Anyway, I'm gonna do my lips now. This combo was, people were spamming my notifications for this combo. It was the most beautiful combo ever. This is a Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever, the best brown lip liner for brown skin. And then this is the Fenty Beauty lipstick in Uncuffed. This is literally purple, but it's so beautiful. Trust me. Man, like I wish one advice I can give you guys, please go date. It's okay. Date the losers, date the abusers, date the cheaters, because you're learning. Your nervous system needs a new reality. I also want to say one more red flags I've seen dating in America is a lot of people fetishize you when you're a brown woman or you're a person of color, person with culture, all these things. They think it's really cool to associate themselves with like South Asian women or women in general, but Asian women. Does that make sense? That is something I caught on to because there was a man who was like obsessed with me just because I was brown. I was like 4 and he was like falling in love with every mispronounced word that came out of my mouth. So you need to pay attention when you go on dates just to see why they even like you. But yeah, like and subscribe. All my ebooks are in the description box below. Ebooks on weight loss, ebook on relationship and dating, and like and subscribe if you want to see more Get Ready With Me. And thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in my next video.